Hey, welcome to The Fix. I'm Tucker.
And I'm Travis.
And this is the Milwaukee Quik-Lok system. And this is some newer technology that we wanted to show people and just talk about a little bit because this is really neat.
Yeah, super cool. Let's start off at the top. So we have a power head.
Yep.
And this
runs on the M18 battery.
Yep, the whole M18 platform. So, you know, you have a battery system, you can use it universally across your M18 power line. And it goes and it provides power to various attachments.
A lot of companies are doing this, but we just happen to have the Milwaukee one. We're going to show you the idea behind this is that instead of buying all these tools, you just buy the attachment. So once you have the power head, it's much less expensive to just buy the attachment, and then you have a whole new tool.
What it looks like is there's a spline in here, a shaft, and it's shaft driven through this connection into whatever the power tool is at the end of it.
Yeah, so they have 13 different attachments. We're not going to show you all of them today because some of them are a little redundant, but we're going to show you the most of them. Let's go through the different attachments and show people how these work.
Sounds good.
All right, so let's start with just simple string trimmer. And again, like you said, there's a little tightening nut there. Push the release button, pops right off.
Nice, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Very convenient.
This is what they're calling the bed redefiner. So it's kind of like an edger. It spins like this, but it actually cuts an angled trough around a bed, like a flower bed or something like that. So this will redefine the edge of a flower bed.
Kind of excited to see that. I've never seen something like that before.
Yeah, that's kind of very unique.
Nice.
This is a simple edger, so it's just got a blade that spins like that. It does have a nice little, like a mud flap at the back, because it does get pretty messy, sprays dirt everywhere. So we'll show you how that works. That's pretty neat.
Little angle protection.
Yep. You got a wheel at the back to help keep you online.
It's adjustable too.
And it is adjustable for depth. All right, so this is a pole saw, simple chainsaw on the end of a pole. They do actually have a 3-foot extension that you can get for this, which would be super helpful for something like this.
Kind of like
help you get up a lot higher.
Yep.
So pole saw, simple. It's got a little reservoir for bar and chain oil. Keep it running smooth, but pretty simple. This one I'm really excited about. This is super cool. It's just a blower. So instead, like I have a blower and then I have a trimmer and then I have a, you know, like I pop off my string trimmer, pop my blower on, and it's a really good blower. It works really great.
Next we got a brush cutter. I mean, this thing looks dangerous, but you know.
Be careful.
I think
Read
it'll
your
definitely
instructions.
do your work on some of your thicker stock weeds.
Yep, probably some smaller trees.
Yep, so.
Yeah, it'll take those down pretty easy.
Very good usability there. So this is a reciprocating attachment. It works similar to a hedge trimmer, but I think it's on a flat plane.
Yeah, so those blades are going to go back and forth. It doesn't spin around,
right?
But it's going to kind of function like a string trimmer almost, but it's going to give you a lot more accuracy and control.
So next up we have a hedge trimmer.
Yep.
This has an attachment. It's a length attachment, so it's a little different than your run-of-the-mill.
Like where it's just in my hands.
Right. This one also is pretty cool. So check this out. It's
it
adjustable. So you know if you want to do a weird way to mow your lawn, but you know. Also, I mean, gives you a little bit of this.
It's got a handle.
You can go top of your brush, go over top.
That's super helpful.
Super helpful. Big lilac bushes, that's where I'm thinking of that.
Yeah, and they do have a fixed blade hedge trimmer version of this. That's one of the ones that we don't have, but we thought, hey, we're gonna show you a hedge trimmer. It's a hedge trimmer, so that one just has the rotating blade.
Exactly. Finally, we have our bristle brush. This is good for clearing your driveway.
It's basically like a power broom.
Exactly.
They also have a rubber brush attachment, so this is great for like clearing off driveways, dirt, gravel, stuff like that.
Yep.
The rubber brush attachment is really great if you get gravel and stone like on your grass, on your lawn. You need to clear that up. So if you're landscaping or something like that, that's super helpful. Clear off the gravel and dirt and stone without ruining your lawn.
Nice.
Well, our yards look better.
Absolutely, yeah.
What do you think?
I think these are really impressive. So this reciprocating tool I found very convenient. It was really nice. We both kind of agreed it was really quiet.
Yep.
And was very effective at what we expected it to do.
Yeah.
And it worked out really nice. So that, and then the pole saw, I mean, I got this massive tree out front of my yard, and there's definitely some trees or some branches I've been looking to get rid of. And that thing did pretty good work, knocked out a fairly good chunk of good chunk of wood.
I think, you know, two things kind of stand out to me. One is the power. I really kind of had lower expectations on the power.
Yeah.
But even with like the Bristle Broom, it was faster. There was power there. We should mention that there are 3 levels of power that are adjustable on the power head.
That we did not touch.
And we didn't really touch it. We just had it set on high and we went with it. But the reciprocating attachment, the pole saw, the trimmer was great.
That bristle brush.
The bristle brush was really cool. The edger, I mean, like, I think I get it, like to spend the money on the head and then be able to spend, like, and we'll put the prices up there for all of these, but to spend like just a fraction of the cost of what it would cost to buy like a hedge trimmer and a blower and all that stuff. So man, this is really impressive.
For me, at a glance, I was like, it seems usable, but it doesn't seem like something I'd want. And then the more we started using it, this little test, the more I was like, okay, I get why this is here.
Yeah.
I get the usability and
totally.
I mean, would I buy one? Probably.
Yeah.
Honestly.
You're saving a ton of money on not buying those different tools and just buying the attachments.
And then like Milwaukee does, there's attachments that you probably haven't thought about the usability of, and they innovate that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And then here you are utilizing it, and you never knew that you needed this, and then suddenly I want this.
It does make things look nicer, work faster, and it really does work.
Yeah.
Man, it's got the fixes, thumbs up.
Excellent. Thanks for joining us on The Fix. Like, share, and subscribe.